Yo, guys, so welcome to the first episode of, the first episode. Oh shit, I forgot. If you you can definitely cuss if you want to, like, I don't give a fuck. Because I really want it to be as raw as possible. I really want it to be as we're talking to the culture of like today. Like, we're not talking to like, you know what I'm saying, like our parents who, you know what I'm saying, or doctors or somebody who's like in corporate OD, like your boss.
Yeah.
So, alright. So, yo, guys, that's another intro. Welcome to the first episode of The Long Route. I appreciate you guys for watching. I know you guys been following me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and I am JRoach at everything. But we're on a new path. We're expanding a little bit on this little JRoach, a little media brand, and we're going out to some podcasts, which I think is super dope. We can actually have some super great conversations. I have like a lot of gems that I want to drop, and I know there's a lot of of my personal friends and a lot of people who are actually doing it. You know what I mean? Like, to drop some actual gems, and I need people to know we can actually do stuff like this. We can actually do what we want. You know what I'm saying? We can actually be happy. We can actually make money. And if money's not the motivation, then we can actually do whatever it is that you want.
Right.
So yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to tell. One thing I like to tell people is bro, everything does not have to be perfect.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who want to start a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But they also have that fear of oh shit, let me make sure this details cross. You know what I'm saying? And then that turns into you're never gonna do it.
Yeah, you're never gonna do it.
So it's you might as well just bro, just get it out there. All my stuff. If you've seen my stuff and follow my page from when I started posting.
Yeah.
It was super random raw footage. You know what I'm saying? Now it's kind of curated a little bit.
Yeah.
It's getting a little better.
Yeah,
but it's you just gotta put it out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then people give you feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. But on to the intro.
Oh, God.
On to the intro. Don't think we forgot about that. My brother called me, so I'm sorry about that. So yes, this intro.
Hi again. Hello. I go by Kennedy Britain. I graduated from Hampton University, HBCU, in Virginia. I received my master's in business. Main passion is to do modeling, which is why I moved out here, but I'm an accountant at an accounting firm. And, I'm just out here trying to pursue my dreams and,
She's still staying modest. She's still staying modest. That's crazy. Okay.
I really
all right. So that's a little bio. Y'all don't need a bio from me. Y'all just get that kind of throughout the episodes or throughout the actual episode. So, yes, let's talk about one. Okay, you graduated from Hampton.
Yes.
How was that? You said you came. How was growing up? All right, so growing up from what you said, the Bay Area.
Yeah.
Were you in a predominantly white area or predominantly black area?
Predominantly white, a lot of white, Asian, Filipino.
Okay.
So I was I have to go to HBCU.
Word,
I never got to get that experience. So when I first pulled up to Hampton, I was
you can act like the camera's not in there.
I
was doing that for
I think he's thinking about not to look at the camera.
I was doing that more so for the intro. Cause, this is obviously not live, and I'm gonna cut that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just have a conversation and that's just roll.
That.
So yeah. Okay. Okay, go on. All right. So you came from a predominantly white area. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when I went to Hampton for my first visit, I just saw a whole bunch of black people, and I was like, "Dad, look at all these black people who have to be here." And then it just from there kind of took off, and that's kind of where I am today. I'm just thankful for the experience, and
Okay, so what?
in that
so
culture.
So then, what was that experience like? What was that experience that you gained? What was it that you think you gained from it? What was the?
Yeah, so I played volleyball there.
Okay.
I got a scholarship, so I wasn't really too much on. I wasn't really too much on the scene, but I don't know. It's just growing up in a predominantly white neighborhood, you just think, oh, black people are just like this. Then when you go to an HBCU, we have so many different roots. People from the Caribbean, Kenya. You're just stuck on this. Oh no, black people just listen to this type of music. No, it just kind of just expanded my horizon, and then the pro-black movement.
That's fire.
They
That's
don't know
fire.
that.
Yeah, no,
They don't teach you all that.
They definitely don't. They definitely.
It woke me up. It woke me up.
Yeah, it's definitely not like that at CNU because I went to CNU, and that's a predominantly white institution, and like, I mean, I'm familiar. I'm from like a predominantly white area, but I'm very familiar with like my roots.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like, I wouldn't say like I was in La La Land ever. So I think that like me going to this white institution was more so like, okay, like, I mean, I'm used to all these white people, but like still I banged with black people. But my thing was, which is the reason why one of the reasons why I didn't go to Hampton was
the shade.
It's just not Hampton, HBCU. This is because one, the campuses all suck. Like, it's all
Whoa.
Are you kidding?
Wait.
Like the campuses compared to like CNU, like CNU's campus OD.
You know what I have to say about HBCUs is they prepare us for the real world, okay? We have to go out and get it, grind. Everything ain't gonna be perfect. There might be a couple of runarounds. Nothing's like, of course our dorm's not as nice as the PWI.
It's some real shit. It's some real shit.
But it's like it taught me how to grind and like, go, like whatever the obstacle there is, like you just gotta, I don't know. It's just like, there was no silver spoon handed out to us, so.
And how do you think that's
no? Because I grew up with like getting stuff handed to me, and then going to Hampton's like, oh no, you gotta talk to this person, and it's just like, okay, now I kind of matured and be like, all right, so. I mean, I feel like it depends on where you came up. I needed that in order to be the person I am today. Now I'm a go-getter. Like, oh, you tell me no. Because LA, LA is, especially for modeling or you want to do acting or anything.
Anything in the entertainment industry.
It's not cake. It's not cake at all. So you gotta know, like, a no, you're gonna get 100 no's until you get that one yes.
Okay. So you think that. Excuse me. So you think that that actual HBCU experience, or for you personally, that actually is helping you in your actual field right now, in your actual like mindset right now?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's propelling you forward, type of thing. So did you always have like an entrepreneurial like mindset type thing?
I did. My dad's an entrepreneur. So,
Word. What does he do?
He owns his own energy company. I mean, that's kind of where I got my business mindset from.
I went to the standoff. Keep going. This is cold as hell.
Wait, what?
This fan is cold as hell.
Oh, okay.
I was cold as a bitch.
You were?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm like anemic or some shit, but I'd be cold.
I'm anemic too, but I'm good.
I'd be cold, like I'm so cold, like, no cap. All right.
It's because we skinny, we need more iron. No, it's okay. And then I started trading. I don't know if you guys know about the foreign exchange market, but that is just it's similar to the stock market, selling, Apple, Tesla, but we're trading foreign currency. So if you're going out the country, you got to change the US to euros. You're going to euro, come back. And I just loved it because if you ask any non-minority, we were like, oh yeah, I started trading when I was this old and all this stuff. But if you ask like a black person, like, what is that? And I went to business school, so I'm like, how come I didn't know about this in school?
You didn't learn that in school, right?
Yeah. And so like I'm a part of an investment group called Trade House, and their whole model is just spreading the knowledge to minorities. So it's just a grind. Like, okay, we can do the same thing white people do, create generational wealth, and buy homes or do what we gotta do. So.
Dude, that's lit. And you started doing trading when? I started in
January.
Okay, so you started doing trading in January, but like you said, you've always had like this entrepreneurial mindset. What what kind of things like were you like kind of doing like in like that type of practice? You know what I'm saying? Not so making money or like what were you doing? Because like me personally, I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset, like always. Yeah. So if I wasn't like reselling sneakers, or if I wasn't like watching like Gary Vee or something like that. Yeah. That's what I was doing, like looking up how to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? I might not be making money off of it, but I'm like figuring out how to do something to propel me forward. So like, what was that? What were you doing?
That's the thing. So I'm not gonna say don't go to school, but going to school, you're like focused on get a 9 to 5. Get a 9 to 5.
Yo!
Stop. Don't watch this, Mom. Don't watch this.
I love it. All right, keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going.
You just focus on how to get a 9 to 5. It's just only one route. So that's what I was focused on when I came out of school. Like, I I don't really like my 9 to 5. I work in corporate America. So I never really did an entrepreneurial type thing. I was like, how do I even do that?
Yeah.
And so I got into trading. I saw people that, you know, went to Morehouse, 21 years old. Like, it's not that hard, Kennedy. Like, just make money off your phone, make money from YouTube or whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, like broadening it, like basically like opens your mind into like saying like, okay, this is not there's not just one way that I can make money. Like, there's actually thousands of ways that I can make money that are actually attainable.
Right,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Like,
and people think like that's hard to like grasp. Like, no, it's really on your phone. So
yeah, everything. Bro, if I have my phone is recording, everything is on your phone. I think your phone is the remote control to your life right now. Like if you're not in tune, I mean, if you're not using your phone correctly, obviously it can like really like hinder your success. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Just scrolling through Instagram. But if you're on Instagram, like I don't know, just like this shit. DM 50 people. I DM like 50 to like 100 people a day. That's no cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like to like buy beats or like for photography or like whatever it is. It's like you have to be using it to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Branding yourself. It's like the number one platform. So it's like people are not using their phone like internet, bro. Like we're making Forex. We're making money. We're making money.
I literally made money this morning before I got here on business.
On the internet.
It's ridiculous.
On the like literally on the phone. Like this morning was like, yo, I like she took the time too. Like the thing is, it's different. Like for like people, this is I think the one reason why people aren't like going to be successful or will be successful is because they aren't willing to learn.
It's only the 5%.
They aren't willing to take the time to.
You reading stuff right now.
You feel me?
Okay. How to win friends and influence people. Who reading today?
Who is reading today? I don't be reading that much, but like, yo, I be watching hella podcasts. But I'm saying like, frick, what was I talking about?
They won't be successful.
Oh yeah, because they don't take the time to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like people want that instant gratification of like, I need that I need that $1,000 today from making Forex, trading Forex.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know how long this guy's been trading for him to be like, I just made $1,000 this morning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he actually dug through some stuff.
This is the thing.
You know?
You stick in school for 12 years, go to college for 4 years, and you come out with debt. And then, so, like, you did that whole process. Why can't you take, like, a year to grind and then excel and be 6 years ahead of the game? Like,
a year, or even, like
not
we're
even 6
young.
months. Like, I don't know.
What is your actual opinion on going to college? Like, for people right now? Like,
it's so
I know I have my opinion, but what is yours?
I mean, when I first went, it's like, okay, right, you have to get a degree to get a job. Blah, blah, blah. But now that I graduated, it's like, I'm telling my little sister, if you could make money from Forex, there's people that are 14 years old that just make bank. Why are you going to college? You can make money, or like, I mean, some people want to be a doctor. Like, you have to do that, okay? But if you're doing something where you don't need a degree, modeling, acting, music, I mean, PR, you don't even really
like, go. It's getting to the point where I'm seeing a lot of jobs not even requiring a degree anymore. Yeah. Like not like a grand amount, but like enough a good amount of jobs aren't requiring a college degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like more so now like, what do you know? Right. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people. I'm not gonna throw no shade. But nah, this is a lot. There's a lot of people that like definitely get A's in classes. But are like 100, they're not qualified for the job. You know what I'm saying? Right. So what is that? What is college really teaching me? Even like if it's for like something like engineering or something, whatever it is. Right. But regardless, I'm off college. I hate it. Like I hate it. Like. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I give it credit because it gave me the friends and like the foundation that experience. Just like the experience of like living recklessly. Honestly, that's what it was. And really not caring, which I think I needed personally. Right. But now it's more so to a time where I don't even want to go out. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to do anything but like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's where I credit to. Yeah. I don't credit anything, any of my knowledge, zero of my knowledge, none of it. To what you're doing now. Yeah, none of it, like, I can't even, but the thing is I can't even like really like tell you like how to solve like an engineering problem right now. So what good would, like, I just graduated, so what good would that have done?
I mean, look, you just have
I would have learned
I
it,
would just
but
say
differently.
find your path. What do you want to
Yes.
do? If it requires you to go to college,
Yes.
go to
Yes,
college.
yes.
But if you just have big... This is my thing. There's two paths you can do in this world. You can either fund somebody else's dream, which is the 9-to-5 route, you know, the typical things that our parents are used to, stay there for 40 years, retire.
Yeah.
Or you can become your own boss, be your own CEO, make money from your bed, residual income. It's like two paths. So it's either you fund somebody else's dream or you fund your own.
Yeah.
And college just kind of does the, all right, get a job, retire at 50 type mindset.
Yeah.
That's just,
I hear something that was that's very important to me is residual income.
Yes.
So yeah, let's get on the topic of residual income. Like,
pay bills.
No cap. Like, okay, so why don't you explain what residual income is? What in your knowledge of residual income for the people? Because there's a lot of people on here that aren't going to know a lot of what we're talking about.
Right.
They're not going to have like a good grounding like we have on entrepreneurship or on like, you know, like broadening our streams of income.
Right.
So like we have to really like talk to the, like, not like children, obviously that's disrespectful, but you know
No,
what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I didn't know any of this. Basic residual income is simple. It's just making money in your sleep without you having to get up in the morning, or you just have a platform like, okay, whatever I do today, I'm gonna have money coming in my pocket.
Yeah, no doubt.
So whether that's, you know, buying property and people are renting it out and paying mortgage every month. Well, right now I'm doing, you know, trading, but besides making money from my phone, if I enroll people, you know, every Friday I get a paycheck from the company saying, hey, you showed other people how to trade. Here you go. Here you go. My mentors, they're only 21 years old, go to Morehouse. Some of them make $50,000 a month off residual income, not before trading. So I'm just like, I don't get how people don't do this.
Yeah, like,
and it's simple. It doesn't require a degree either.
It doesn't. Nothing. I don't think anything really requires a degree. Like, to be successful, people think that because people will live in this box is like you need a degree, but like in order to be successful, whatever your degree of success is, whether it's making $60,000 painting at home or whether it's making $100 million a year with a huge company, like there's different degrees, but like you do not need to quantify your degree of success with a degree.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like, I hate that. But like residual income to me personally, like that's something that everybody, that's what's gonna make us wealthy. You feel me?
Yes.
So like it's the difference between rich and there's a difference between being wealthy. There's a lot of people who are very rich, you know what I'm saying? Like have a lot of money, blah blah blah. But that's like more so income.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like money coming in, like money you're making while using your time, essentially.
Right.
Because everything is, you know, time, using time as leverage money. So,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So residual to me is like, yo, like I'm literally in my sleep, like you said. Like my tenants are paying me rent next month. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just getting residual income. My thing is I love real estate. I love.
I'm gonna have to hit you up. I can buy a home this year.
I'm not the type of dude. I'm not like an agent. I'm not a selling crib. But I love real estate. Like if you're looking for like a fix and flip, if you're looking for like buy and hold sandwich leases or stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, y'all gonna talk to him.
I got you, because like the thing is, you guys need to know. One thing I want to tell everybody is just like get on real estate, like just learn it, just learn it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like obviously, like people are like, because I know a lot of people they're just like, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna learn because I don't have money. Okay, but like, what happens if you do have money? Okay, now you're gonna not know. Now you're gonna take another 3 to 4 years to learn it to go, and then you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I think proactively instead of reactively.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Gems.
Boom.
Gems.
I need some like
you need
boom.
Yeah,
like,
you need an effect right there.
I think we'll do that.
Boom.
Some random shit. But like I think we do need to think proactively instead of reactively, because a lot of people just don't want to take, like I said before, take the time to learn something.
I mean,
for whatever reason it is.
And the only thing is, the only reason or only way you're gonna get this is you gotta want to do that. If you just
100%.
If you comfortable waking up on a Monday, 8 a.m., going to the job you hate and clocking out at 5, like that's comfortable to you. Do you?
No. Here, let me reverse that. If it's comfortable for you, that's cool. If you're happy, that's cool. If you're not happy, it's not cool.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you're going to the job that you hate every day, we live like in such a short but long life that you don't like. Why would I waste what, 83% of my life.
Right, doing something you don't want. Making someone else rich.
Because like half the time, like we're sleeping for 8 hours, those people, and then we're working for 8 hours.
Right.
So we don't. Well, we have 6 hours in the day. It's
Right.
8 hours, another 8 hours in the day. It's 33%, 66%. Wait, ridiculous. Like,
right. I think it's stupid. I mean, why do I have to tell somebody else, oh, I'm going to take vacation off in a month?
Exactly.
No. I'm trying to get to the point where, all right, if I go to Cuba next week, I don't have to buy a round trip ticket because I can stay out there as long as I want because I ain't got to clock in on Monday. So it's a one way. That's where I want to be at. That's where I want to be at.
That's what I'm saying. What's okay?
Kenny, when you come back to Cal, I might just chill here for another 2 weeks.
I might come back next week. I might not. Like,
I don't know.
No, Cap. I really like that's some real shit. Like, I don't know. People really need to just take the time to really just dig in. Like they dig in for college. Like they like, you know what I'm saying? People really dig into college. Like grinding. I was not this person who get A's. I got C's. And I got B minuses and I got C's and an occasional D. Cause I can go fuck. You know what I'm saying? But there's those people that were grinding, but they, you know what I'm saying? Like that is gonna turn into like grinding for somebody else. Right. Why don't you turn that into grinding for yourself?
Right. Exactly.
So,
exactly. And it's okay to fund the dream if you ain't ready to go out.
Yeah, that's fine.
But there's ways to make money without
just look.
Forex.
You can go to a garage sale and you can go find, if you know what you're looking for. Somebody's selling this Mickey Mouse vintage plush doll for 2 cents. You can go sell this on eBay for $16. Bro, come on, bro. Like, you just go, just flip. Like, sell sneakers. It's just like, you gotta just like think outside the box. Like, instead of just getting a job, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's what it is for me too. That's why I hate a job. So I haven't had a job. So I don't get a job. That's why fuck that. Like, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out somehow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna trade. I'm gonna sell sneakers. I'm gonna sell beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is, I'm gonna try to grind. But like, I can't. Like,
don't be comfortable.
Exactly.
Just don't.
So what's your next, like, within, like, I know, like, me personally, I have 10, 20, 30, 50 years, you know what I'm saying, goals. Like, so what do you want to, like, what do you want to accomplish in, like, your 10-year goal? Like, what's your 10-year goal?
10-year goal.
Or not even, let's backtrack. Let's broaden it. What's your actual goal? Like, what actually motivates you? What actually makes you happy? Like, what are you trying to achieve from trading Forex? Because obviously, Forex is not your passion. But like,
it's fun.
But I mean, it's cool, but it's not like your passion. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. My goal, well, model of course, but I want to become Victoria's Secret model. And I want to walk the runway.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm focused on right now. And I was trying to think of a way, like, all right, I can't go to castings out here because I'm traveling back and forth for work. So if I quit this job, how can I fund this? So that's why I started trading Forex. Yeah. So
start flipping the mind. How can I?
Yeah.
How can I do this instead of like, damn, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
How can I do this?
Exactly.
That's dope.
Exactly. So I mean, and then eventually build generational wealth for my children. So Forex, all right, cool. I get a whole lump sum of money. I can go buy a house, buy properties, do this, do that. So. I mean, that's what I want to do. I just want to do modeling. And it's kind of like, all right, I don't know what my dream is. Like, okay, well, what would you do for free every day? If you could wake up every day and not get paid for it, what would it be? And that's basically your passion right there.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
The modeling hasn't paid me before, and I was completely happy, making $0 walking the runway.
Exactly.
I'm like, now imagine if I can make millions. So that's what I'm grinding for right now.
That's tough. That's dope.
But of course, probably owning a clothing line eventually. But modeling is definitely.
No. And so like all these little moves, exactly. All these little moves now, like you're seeing now that they're chess moves instead of just like going with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's like, all right, like you just said, like I can't go to these castings because I'm working. Right. How can I maneuver? You know what I'm saying? So that's super dope, and I think that's a mindset. That's literally the mindset to like be in. I think that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely. I think that's definitely the mindset to be in. And it's like, it's hard for me to see that like not that many people are in that mindset because my circle is so like this minded, this type of mind. So like I don't think that other people don't think like this. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So that's why I like when I said like don't talk to them like they're children, it literally just hit me. I was like, damn, like some people really don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, they don't know.
Man, we gotta educate them. That's literally.
I didn't know before either.
Exactly. So like, we had to go to a point where we didn't know. So like,
right. And I think it's just like how you were raised as well. Like, I mean, my mom, all right, she worked, she's an RN, great job. But my dad has a business mindset, you know, he's his own boss. So imagine your parents like, oh, you have to go to work, you have to go to college, you gotta do this. So that's like instilled in people's brain, like you have to do 100%. That. So it's kind of hard for people to be like, oh, what do you mean, Kennedy, go this way? You don't have to do that. Like, it's kind of a learning process. If you didn't grow up with it, and that's kind of just how I learned. Like, I didn't get this mindset until after college, where it was like, oh, I don't have to have $1 million in the bank in order to do this or do that. I can make money from my phone.
Yeah. No doubt.
It's just being around the right crowd. If your circle, first of all, if your circle's not elevating you, you gotta cut them out. Like, I could love you from afar, but if you're not helping me expand or think a certain way, then it's just not gonna work. And that's kind of where I got it.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, that is the thing. Like, that is a huge thing. Like, if your people are, if people are like really like just like telling you like, nah, like, Forex is stupid. Like, why would you waste your money on that? Why would you waste your time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really wouldn't have done it. You really would have stayed and like, okay, I guess I should stay here. You know what I'm saying? And like it's hard because it's hard, and I can't fault people because of if you're in those crowds, like you don't know what's on the other side until you're exposed to it, and then that's when you start like picking it. You know what I'm saying? So like that exposure is so crazy. My gosh, and I'm grateful for it. Like, I don't know who. I think I was definitely just exposed to it just through like my friends in college, just because like Alpha I saw everybody doing like crazy, and I was like, all right, what am I? Like, I'm a sophomore guy because I crossed fall 15, so I was like, I was a sophomore, and like I was like, yo, how were you rich? Like you're literally like, I'm looking at like some of my profiles, I'm like, yo, like.
What is that?
Yeah, like what's good with you? Like why do you drive this car? Like
right.
How? Like you're 26. Like you feel me? Like it's crazy. And so like I kind of just like me and my like line brothers and stuff, like we really were just trying to figure it out. And then one of my line brothers, Nasir Chris, I don't know if you know, but him and Mutaba, like they were just like super entrepreneurial mindset, like reading all that stuff, like and that's when I kind of like learned about it. Not learned about it, but kind of just like was like, damn, okay.
Right.
Because I was really at a crossroads. I was like, yo, how am I going to be rich? Like literally, I was literally like, how am I going to be rich? Like I know I can make good money. Like I'm thinking like engineering. Okay, my max salary would be like $250.
Right.
Okay, that's cool.
That's good.
That's great bread.
Nice.
But I still mean like I don't like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, it's cool. So, but how would I like actually live the lifestyle that I want to live? Yeah. So I like started like, I don't know. I started like thinking just a little bit differently, and then he put me on this show called $1 Million Listing. You sure?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then it clicked.
Dog, it clicked. No, it like at first it didn't really click. I was just more so looking at like the money. So like this is exactly how it was. I was looking at the money, and I was looking at damn, like I love real estate for cars, I love houses, and like I was seeing like damn, they just made like a $250,000 check. Like how, like that's crazy. Like that's like OD. Like and like you're like have like you just sold 60 in the past 90 days, and I'm like
ridiculous.
Whoa, like that's.
How are they doing that?
Yeah.
Something they won't teach you in school.
Alright, yeah. Exactly.
You just gotta be around the right
I'm off school. And then I was like, I tried to figure it out. So I started looking up how to do real estate. So I was doing like real estate investment, like wholesaling type of thing.
Nice.
So for those of you that don't know what wholesaling is, it's basically like buying or assigning contracts from a seller, which is a motivated seller, like a person who's in a dark situation, needs money bad, so you can offer them basically 50 to 40 cents on the dollar for their house. And it's like kind of run down, you know, so you gotta do some repairs. You basically find like the after repair value, calculate like how much the market's, how much the market's gonna pay for it. And then you can basically figure out like your split. And wholesalers, usually make like 2,500 to 10 racks, you feel me? Like off off of just finding a crib, and I was literally just like figuring that out. I was like, so then I became obsessed with it, like obsessed with it. And I was just like consuming content, ridiculous content, and then like it just started filtering through like I guess my like platforms, and that's all I was consuming. It was like entrepreneurial stuff, and then I was like, my mind was going bigger, and I started reading a little bit more. Think Rich, Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is a fire book. I don't know if you read it.
No, I haven't read that one.
Definitely should read that. That's definitely a fire book.
I'll put it on my list.
Definitely a fire book. But yeah, like that's how I started. So like it really didn't really start. I mean, I guess I was always like, I hate working for somebody. I was always that person.
Yeah.
I was always that person. Like 100% like always that person. I think if you can stand like working for somebody, I don't know.
Do it.
I personally, you're not really an entrepreneur.
But
that's like exactly. Then you're not really an entrepreneur, and like that's fine. Like then like yeah, that's cool. But like yo, I knew I was like yo, I cannot.
Yeah.
I literally cannot work for somebody else. Like so, it was that journey was like a road, and I think it's like a super. I think it's super beneficial for me to go to college and go to that place, but I don't think it was worth it for me to pay that money, be in debt, and then like still be surrounded by a bunch of people who are still close-minded. Because I was getting like teachers telling me, "What are you doing? Why are you moving to LA? What are you like?" Literally, teachers would be like bringing me to their office, asking me like,
okay?
"No, like no cap, bro." Like, because like I hated school. I didn't go to class like that much. Yeah. But like when I did and went to office hours, they're like, "So what's your plan?" type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I'm gonna move to LA."
Peace out.
You know what I'm saying? And then like they like kind of just like neglect the whole like entrepreneur way.
Right. They don't teach you that. It's terrible.
I don't know.
It's terrible.
Kids, if you're 18 and not have gone to college, think about it.
Well, it's crazy. One of my mentors, he's a older guy. His daughter trades. I think she's 16. Mm-hmm. He was like, if you go to college, you're only going for the experience because you know how to make millions of dollars from your phone. She's only 16 or 17. She a millionaire off Forex.
No cap.
Yeah. So he was like, "Why are you going to college? Like, for what? Oh, you could do it to have fun, sure. Go.
Yeah, just to have literally.
That's coming from a millionaire. So just like
millionaire, like it's just like. We're going to a different era.
It's crazy.
We're moving into a different era. Like. Things are going on to the internet, the media. Like, we no longer have to like slave for somebody. You know what I'm saying? We can now brand, even like going on to more so like branching out into different aspects. Mm-hmm. We can brand ourselves now. Right. And we have the internet in order to brand ourselves to sell our own things. You know what I'm saying? Say you have 10,000 people, 1,000 people buy your T-shirt.
I was gonna say, if you have over 5K, what are you? Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you have zero, if you have zero, it doesn't matter because you're gonna start from zero. Right. You start from zero, but like it's like you have this goal. Like even like you have to look at it at a minuscule perspective, like, and also in the macro of things. You can't look at it in the micro perspective of things because. If you're looking at it and be like, yo, I need to start this $1 million business, you're going to be like, you're going to burn out. Yeah. Because you're going to be like, damn, I'm not at 1 million followers yet. I'm not at 1 million. Right. Bro, dog, like that's going to take a break. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a break. And you have to love that process, which is why.
You got to fall in love with the grind.
Which is why you have to love your passion.
Right.
But people have to know you can really brand yourself, like, which is why what I'm doing right now. Really branding myself, opening an LLC, figuring out how to finesse like taxes and figuring out how to like, because like I'm not paying this California tax regime. It's ridiculous.
It's pretty bad.
Like I'm gonna like obviously it's gonna be legal, but like but you have to like there's plenty of ways to not pay fucking 30% of your goddamn income. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not me. So that's not me.
I think just the whole process, I know it gets hard, but you just have to see the vision. Like, even if you don't see the money in front of you, you just be like, I see myself there. Like, in my head, I'm already at my $1 million crib with my G-Wagon, my Mercedes. So where I'm at right now, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if my days are like this. Like, I already see the vision. I'm there. So that's the mindset. Like, some people just get caught up, like, I didn't see the $200 day today or $300 day. Like, it's coming. Yeah. Keep going.
Now bring me through something like the struggles, like, cause I know like a lot of my people know, I like definitely was getting screwed over by Uber. Was not able to drive for like weeks, but I had the rental car for weeks and was like, and like had rent to pay and like couldn't work and blah, blah, blah. So like it was like, that was my shitty experience. I was like rock bottom type thing. So it's like, I think as an entrepreneur, you need to like, it's not going to be easy.
It's not.
It's not going to be easy. Like trading Forex is not going to be easy. So like, or even like anything you're doing, like moving to LA.
Right.
I'm sure you've had your load of experiences, but like, what are some of like the raw like moments that like you can even accredit to like, you know, building usually, you know what I'm saying, like losing $1,000 or maybe like or you know your car getting towed, you know, some, because people have to know that like being an entrepreneur is really, really hard. Yeah, it's really hard. Right. Well, it's a simple process, but it's hard.
Look, I'm on the side where there's some people like, okay, they work and then they have to take that leap of faith to become an entrepreneur. So that's the mindset I'm on. So I'm not full-blown entrepreneur. That's where I really want to be. So it's kind of like I'm at that stage where like, when do I take that leap of faith? It's really nerve-wracking because it's like, okay, where's the income going to come in?
Yeah, bring me through that.
But it's just like, with trading, so anybody that just joins, I tell them my mistakes, like, don't be greedy in the markets because it's up and down like this. 100%. Like, I've lost $2,000 of trading. It's being greedy. Like, okay, I'm up 600. I'm
going to keep going.
Boom! All right, there's your bread. So, I mean, just with entrepreneurship, just stay focused and honestly pray. Like, there's been many nights I've been crying, like, how am I gonna do this, God, or blah blah blah. But you just gotta stay up, like literally, and then just surround yourself with people like Jordan or people in the field that just know about it, or people that model. LA is not easy. They're like literally sharks. And
yo, you will get eaten in LA. Like,
if you don't have people around you, like, you're good, Kennedy. You got
it. Yeah, literally. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like,
especially being a black model out here. And then I'm really tall, so they'll be like, oh, you're too tall. I'm like, okay, well, I just did LA Fashion Week. I didn't even have a manager, so what are you talking about? So it's just keep going. You'll get there. Yeah,
there's gonna be those no's. Like, that's what people have to get past, is that fear. Right. Did you ever have that fear of no, or of like
I've told no so many times,
or of people's opinions? Because I know like you know, with like with the path that we're going, like, even so that you're saying you're having, like, obviously you work at your corporate job, but you're on the way to entrepreneurship. But like, did you ever have that fear of other people's opinions, or the fear of no?
Yeah, I mean, when I first came out here, I thought it was gonna be sweet. Like, all right, I'm ready for this life. Blah blah blah. I went to my first casting, and they're like, oh, you're too tall. I literally went in my car, started breaking down, like, why is this happening? And blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I just had to tell someone was just like, Kennedy, like, you're good. You know you're meant for this. So as long as you are, like, believe in yourself and you know, all right, I'm meant for this. Anybody that tells you no, or, oh, you're not good enough for this, like, just cancel it out. Like, all right, now my head's like, all right, I expect to know, but, like, in my head, so now when it's like, oh, I'm not, like, taking back. Like, it's smooth.
Okay, so okay.
But then you gotta walk into the room like you already got the job. You gotta own it as well. But nothing will surprise me. Like, all right, you tell me now, I'm gonna go on to the next.
That's where I'm
on to the next one.
That's what I was about to say.
But like, you gotta walk in like, I got it. Like, if I go into a casting, like, I got it. If I don't got it, I'm gonna get the next one. And they gonna be mad because when I make it, you should have got me then.
No cap. And I think I think that's an energy type of thing. That's what I was gonna like, you know, talk about. Yeah. You're saying like, you know, you go in like, if they say no, like, you already expected it. Yeah. But then you have to be confident. You clean up with that. But like people really have. It's like, it's really about energy. Really, honestly, like, obviously everything's not gonna go the way you want it to. Right. But if you have that energy of like, yo, I'm about to kill this joint.
Right. Exactly.
I'm more than likely gonna kill the interview. I'm gonna do my best. Right. If they don't choose me, that's for other reasons. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's whatever. I might have been too tall. I might have been ugly. I might have been like, I might have just been not the look for the shoot. But like,
I'm gonna take that back and say I expect to know, but you don't want to get big headed. Like, just everything's gonna be handed to you, because then that's when you be like hit rock bottom. Like, oh, I didn't get what I wanted.
Don't know exactly. So
definitely expect the job, but like, don't be big headed. Like, oh, it's that easy. Like,
yeah, I would even like round it up and saying like, don't expect shit. Right. Don't expect shit. Like, but go there with the mindset that like, I'm gonna kill it. Because if you're in the mindset of like, I don't really know.
Exactly.
Like, you know, they might not like me.
Exactly.
I'm not like the last model they just did. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Your energy's gonna be off.
Right.
And like from jump, like you're not gonna perform your best and you're gonna get the no.
Right.
Because of
you just wait till
you know what I'm saying? So it's like
your gas
that exactly. That energy is so it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm super into like Eastern philosophy. Eastern, Eastern science and like the way they think, like not Buddhism, but just like how they feel like the body's connected, like breath and like energy and all that stuff and like happiness, everything's all connected. Been doing a little bit of research on like that type of thing and like energy is real. If you breathe negative energy, more negative things will happen. You know what I mean? Yes. If you really take the time to unpsych yourself out, really just be it's a process. Mental strength is like a process. You know
literally,
what I mean?
success is, I would say, 80% of this mental, 20%
it's all
like
mental.
work. Like because if you think you can't do something, you're not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it. And like if you do something, fail, and then like you're like your mental's like kind of fucked up, and you're and then you're done. Then you're done. Now you're working. Now you're in a fucking CVS for the rest of your damn life. So it's like, and you're just like damn blown. You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense to CVS people, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing just like a lot of practice, and I've been doing yoga every morning. So yoga and like meditation. So like that's some super dope thing that like to like actually like just to bring good energy and like clean like because like being an entrepreneur, like I don't know if you felt it yet, but like
I'm expecting you. What's up?
But like I don't not think about like what's next. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so it's like being an entrepreneur sucks. It really does. It's not like
the beginning is not smooth.
Not even the beginning. Like when you're rich too. Like I don't give a fuck if I'm like happy as hell right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm poor as hell. But like even when you're rich, like you cannot stop thinking about like how to because all the moves are on you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you work at Verizon, like you don't give a fuck. My mom was like, I'm shutting my computer for the next 4 days. And I'm not, she's off Monday and Tuesday. Oh. She's like, I'm not thinking about a damn thing. You know, like, because I'm not thinking about a thing this whole weekend. I was like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I personally, I can't, I cannot, like, I can't wake up past, I can't like go to sleep past, I can't wake up past 8 a.m. Like, that should be early, bro. Yeah. Like, I mean, that should be like late to me. Like, I'm like, yo, I gotta get this out. I gotta get to this. I at least gotta look at a podcast. I at least gotta do this. And so that part sucks, and which is why I was like, I feel like if you don't like take the time to really zen out, which is like the Eastern philosophy, you know, really just like breathing, taking that time to yourself, not thinking about anything. I definitely agree. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's like 30 minutes in the morning to not think about anything. Obviously, thoughts run through your mind, but it's like something that is really beneficial to like
tire you out.
Tire you out. It's all like your whole body. It's crazy how it's connected. Yeah. It's crazy how it's connected. Like your breath and your posture and like your thoughts are all connected to the way that you act and the way that you walk and like like how your spot. My back was hurting like a motherfucker when I came. Really? Yeah. I started doing yoga, no cap, and like you see I'm sitting right here.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second. That's why I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I was like trying to chill, but like I'd be fucking my back up like making music right here.
No, that's actually interesting you said that because I don't know, with trying to start a business, my mind is always like, all right, what's the next move? What's the next move? I'm like, okay, I need a minute to just watch something stupid on TV and just like let my mind go to mush. Like,
but that blows you, right?
Yeah, but I was like, all right, I'm only doing this for like 30 minutes, but I need something to just get my mind off of everything. And then, or like yesterday, I was like, all right, I've been grinding a lot. I just need to chill, listen to music, and like lay down and think about anything. So that's interesting. So I guess that's just like a habit with being an entrepreneur or trying to start your own thing. Like it's totally fine, but I just need to watch something that was stupid on TV.
No, 100%. Like we can't act like we're just working all the time.
Yeah,
like, we're not working all the time. Like I work a lot, no cap, but like, do I take a lot of breaks? Hell yeah, that's my flaw. Do I, you know what I'm saying? Do I sit on the couch a lot? Yeah, but like one of the things is like my mind is always on it, so it's like even when I'm on Twitter for like the 30 minutes, I'm literally thinking I'm fucking up.
Exactly.
Then I'll literally go to Instagram and be like, what am I doing right now?
and then go see somebody doing what you want to do. Like, oh my God.
And then I'll be like, damn, this is kind of lit. Let me go to this page. And then like everybody does it, but it's like.
I'm wrapping up right now.
Exactly. But like we have to have those times where we like just slow down because everything doesn't have to happen so fast. Like I tweeted the other day, when you realize life is not a race, it becomes like something like that.
That's good.
But yeah, it's like you gotta work like super fast.
Right.
Because you want it and you don't want to take it and you don't want to like the internet could be fucking $40 a month next week. And you know what I'm saying? And like that's shutting down me. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford it, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, you know what I'm saying? A broke ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like you gotta work super fast, like you can't just like take it away. Like literally I learned that with the Uber. Like they let me drive for literally 3 days, but I was like chilling. I was like, damn, I got the job now, I'm straight. Yeah. Finally I'm like still in the hole, but like I can like kind of just pace myself. I don't even work 12 hours a day. Right. Negative. 4th day, I took a break, tried to turn that bitch back on. They were like, nope. I was like, damn, I really should have grinded for 12 hours a day. Oh, wow. And so like those types of things, those like, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Like that you kind of think about, you're like, damn. Right. I gotta like, take a break. Like bro, like what if the internet right now costs you $1,000 a month? Are you going to be an entrepreneur? Are you going to quit your job?
Make it happen.
Are you going to quit your job in the time frame that you were going to quit your job now? Probably not. Yeah. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So like we gotta be like, okay, well I gotta like me personally, I'm like, yo, I gotta fucking do something. But I'm also like, yo, dude, like take a seat back, like we're 22, 20, how 23? Yeah. 22, 23, like we got time. Like we are in our 20s.
You have time. Some people aren't even like thinking like this till like the late 20s, 30s, 40s. Like, I'm gonna get into that business I said I was gonna do when I was 22. Like,
but now you're like 45 and have kids and have a family and have bills and have been relying on this damn job for 20 years. So it's like if I stop this job, this entrepreneurship it's like kind of like has to work obviously, but like. You might be fucking homeless. You know what I'm saying? You might be homeless. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just you risking.
You know what I'm saying? So like
your family and everything.
Yeah, like you gotta like really have that. I think it's super fire to find people like young people like us like in this mindset. That's why I want to like have like podcasts like this. Yeah. Super young people like. Because that's where the age is going. Like
I want to do this podcast like a year from now and see where.
Oh my god, bro! We're gonna have a whole production. It's gonna be.
I'll be like, I was on Victoria's Secret this past December. No,
it's like damn, I'll be like, yo, we just reached the fucking like. I don't know what I haven't set my goal for my podcast yet, but I usually write down goals for like 6 months, whatever, in a year. But I don't know. I want to like have like I don't want it to be just like a bunch of like cloudy people. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be a bunch of like real ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like not people who aren't like obviously like going to get it or have like a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? So like I think it's super dope that the younger are. I think the more we push towards like the century. The younger this like mindset's gonna be. Because like imagine like I'm sure like maybe your parents did, maybe your parents didn't, but like. My parents did like a wonderful job like raising me, like they gave me everything. But like when it came to like you know like financial literacy, that's something that like black people as a whole are not literate at all. Yeah. At all. So like that's something that hinders us. Right. And like the fact that we're learning it now. Right. People are learning it like super late. Yeah. So we see all these white people like honestly I see my white friends like I just got this new car or I got 800 credit because my dad fucking took out a loan. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, like I'm about to get this house, like, or whatever it may be. It's just like they really had that. They did. It sucks for them because they're privileged as fuck and they're never gonna work for shit. Right. Which sucks. Which I'm not gonna give my kids shit. But like they had that. They were at least exposed to it. Right. They fucked up. Some of them fucked up their chances because like they don't know what was good. Right. But they were exposed to it. Their parents knew what was good. They had everything. Like our parents, like bro, fucking the generation before our parents' generation, the motherfuckers were slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like no cap, zero cap. Niggas just learned how to read in the 1900s. No cap, bro.
We on the come up though. We on the come up.
That's which is crazy. Like white people have been reading since when?
I mean, if
And
you
we
look
just
back,
started.
they were being tactical. Like, oh, we're not gonna give the Bible,
Exactly.
we're not gonna give them this, we're
That's
not gonna give them that. So I mean, how are we just now learning it?
Exactly, and going on some wild shit, like some conspiracy shit. Like, that's why they're like taking niggas down for real. Like they're scared of like the company because they're like, damn, we've been reading for thousands of years, and these niggas just got out of our captivity and got a book, and now they have 20-year-old millionaires in my office where I wanted no black people.
Right.
So they're like, yo, I have to do something about it. Like, it's weird, it's different, it's completely changed the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's like not black people, it's now it's like it's fucking like we have just like Asian people, like fucking Middle Eastern people, like just minorities just like really coming up.
Yeah.
And
I'm here for
white people are really scared.
They're scared.
Sorry for the white people who are watching it. Because I really love you guys, and you guys know I love you guys so much. But I hope you guys take this as like not like, oh, J-Roach is this, that, and the third. But I hope you guys take this as like a damn wake up call. Like, damn, like maybe this is some good shit for me to actually take in and actually like process. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might get some out of it. Don't think of it as immediate like hate and bash. So boom.
Nah, of course. I'm learning. I'm peeping y'all's game.
Oh,
I'm
did
running it.
I
peep game and I'm running.
No cap, bro. Like, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's so fire and it's so wild to see like what the world is gonna be in, what like state we're gonna be in even 50 years. Because think about it right now. We as intellectual like black people as a whole is a very, very in an infant state right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like the amount of us that there are in comparison to like all the black people is like it's still minuscule. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like obviously we have people trapped in the hoods, and that's a whole different debate and different topic. But like it's slowly expanding. So like what happens in like 50 years? When like now when we were in the black people were in that infant phase, also the internet is still in this little immature phase. It's maturing. Yeah. But like shit, technology's about to like on that other side, it's about to like go crazy. So I'm trying to figure out how the dynamic is gonna be. Like what do you think? Like Like
I always bring up Forex, but there's people that are like 10 years old trading. Like, you know, because there's people that code. There's little girls, little boys that can code. I still don't know how to code. I got to learn that in college. So just imagine that generation, like not even us, but that
like, literally
generation.
Not even us, like our kids.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, oh, you got to teach me that. And like, what?
Bro, literally.
Like, my brother's 12, and he knows how to reconfigure a TV or whatever. I'm like, how did you do that? Like, what?
Your brother's smart guy.
I mean, I'm not worried about us at all. I'm not worried, but it's just our duty to, you know, expand that to the younger generation and then teach our parents, because, you know, our parents are stuck in that mindset like, all right, I gotta work here, I gotta work that, and like, no, you don't have to do that. It's fine. So
no doubt.
I think it's us to like tell the younger people and the older generation so we can all come up at the same time, and so there's not all these gaps, you know.
No, 100%. I think that's like. Bro, like it's gonna be so crazy to think like we're like it's all right. Think about it. I'm gonna blow your fucking mind, right? and I'm gonna like boost you too, right? So like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all like dumb game, like whatever, gems. So like, okay, like I said, like the internet is in its like maturing phase, right? Mm-hmm. The internet just became a thing in 1994, right? 1995. Right? So that's about our age, 22, 23, right? What happened when TV, or like in the 1900s, when it came from like newspaper, right, to film? And those people who didn't, but like in that gray area where no one was like, I see film happening, but I'm gonna stick back to what my guts are, what my guns are, what I know. Newspaper. I'm gonna be a newspaper. And all those newspaper companies wiped out. Right. Now we got television, or I'm sorry, radio. Right. Then radio, right? Right. This is all like radio to TV. It's like I think like maybe 20 years, maybe 30. I don't quote me. It's a good amount of time. Yeah. No cap. And in that time, it's like, yo, like we're radio broadcasters, but
right.
we kind of see these news broadcasters on like NBC kind of coming up, like they're telling the weather on there, like
right.
the fuck. But it's like I don't think it's
everybody not gonna go with
it. Yeah, everybody. Boom.
Right.
We have TV, everything networks.
Right.
So now we've had TV since the 40s, right?
Right.
Like real live TV,
right?
And it was now 1994, right? Or okay, 1994. Then that's when the internet came in. Then what about 2006 when YouTube came in? When people started posting videos on the internet.
So crazy.
People started posting videos on the internet. So now we're from 2000. We're in the 40s to 2006. Imagine how much that matured.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now 2006 is when people start now consuming internet content. Really.
Right.
2009, Twitter. 2000, or I think it was 11. I think it was 11. 2011. 2009 to 2011, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Boom. Everything starts popping up.
Right.
More and more content is being consumed.
Right.
And now we're in that gray area.
Right.
Where people are like even like people on, obviously you have to still have like some type of talent or whatever.
Yeah.
But people on like TV or people who are like networks are losing to the internet. Losing, and like they're trying like streaming. Fox, NBC.
Right.
I can watch everything off YouTube, like whatever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like we're in that gray area, and people don't jump over.
I know.
And I'm thinking it's like
that's very true.
I'm thinking that like the gray area is going to stop in the next 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I think we're in a cushy period right now. Where it's super easy to get in, and everything is super underpriced.
Right.
Ads are underpriced.
Right.
People pay millions of dollars for an ad on TV.
Right.
But nobody watches TV.
I don't watch TV no more.
But an ad on Facebook, you can pay $1,000 an ad on Facebook and reach a fuck ton of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get a good conversion rate. So it's like, if you're not going to like get on this side, so I'm trying to figure out how we are going to look. Because we're on the, like, I feel like we're, like, not to brag about us, you know what I'm saying, but we're, like, on the forefront of like, like, this wave, like, this internet wave, everything. Because, like, I know you know a lot of your friends that are not on Forex or not even on the internet. And you're just like,
what are you doing?
Yes. And you're just like, why? Why would you, if you see this is working, why would you, all right, whatever, it's cool, fine, whatever. Yeah, honestly,
cool, fine.
Whatever. So, but like, I'm just curious to see like what we're going to be like. If we keep grinding, obviously that's like part of it, but we love this grind. We are, and we see it. So we're going to keep grinding, that's inevitable. But like, in 50 years? Or like, even 50 years,
like
15.
It's not even 50, like 5 years, like, retiring at 60 is not it. I see people retiring at 28 is like now a thing.
Yeah.
26.
So you're still working, but you're working from
million dollar 20-year-olds, like 28 years old. I'm traveling here. Yeah, like it's not even what's gonna happen. So in 50 years, like I can't even imagine. Literally, I'll probably be in the sky in my house, like chilling. Like I don't know. But it's crazy that you brought up the YouTube thing, because I like joined it back in middle school doing makeup tutorials and stuff, and everyone told me it was stupid.
Could have been huge. You could have been
I could have been a millionaire right now.
You could have been in the hills right now. I would have never known you. I would have been like, yo.
No, I'm sick. Everyone's like, oh, you're stupid. Why are you making makeup videos? Now the same people that told me that are doing makeup videos. And if I would have stuck with it in middle school, what was that, like 8 years or 9 years ago?
Exactly. You had a different mindset even back then. But like, what if you were on that other side? What if you were at that point? Obviously, you're super young. Mental wasn't super strong, like as it is now. Like, what if you was like, fuck y'all, like, I'm gonna keep going.
I know.
And like, cause like now it's like a monetization, it's a monetization process. Now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you can actually be ran as a monetized YouTube channel.
Right.
Before, there was no barriers. You can cheese off the jump.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
literally. Like, my best friend was making money off of it. Like, we got the same amount of, she took it a little bit more seriously, so she's making money, but she kind of slacked off with it or whatever. But it's just crazy. It's like,
crazy.
Why did I stop?
Literally, because people didn't see it.
Exactly.
Like, you don't like a lot.
Now it's like, if you don't see my vision, like, get out. Get out.
Get away from me, bro.
Literally.
Like, I don't care.
Literally.
I don't want to talk to you. No cap. Like, I don't really want to conversate.
I love you, but no.
Shit, man. Like a lot of like.
It's crazy.
I don't know, but like, I think that like that's definitely a good realization. Like,
don't listen
I was
to people.
on.
Seriously, don't listen to
I was on Vine, me and my boy. Remember when Vine was...
Vine was popping.
Yeah, if you're watching or listening, we fucked up, bro. Like, and he knows this. We tell each other this all the time, bro. Like, because we see, like, the Vine people who weren't, like, huge. They weren't really anything that we were watching. Like, back then, like, it was, like, had to have been, like, sophomore year of high school. So, like, 2013, maybe. And we were like seeing these niggas, and we were like, "Yo, we can do this. Let's make some vibes." Like, it's the new popping shit, bro. That joint was popping, bro. Like,
I was obsessed.
Oh, like that 6-second videos. Like, I don't have an attention span longer than that, so it's like perfect. Yeah. And you have to be super creative in order to like catch people. So I was like, "Yo, we can do this." So we started doing that joint a little bit, and we weren't consistent. We were like, "This is not really like we're not really about to do it." Yeah. Bro, like literally, probably like a year and a half later, we see King Batch on MTV. Yeah. This is like I've been watching King Batch since he started. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was one of those people. Like, I was like, we can do this. Like, let's do it. Right. Bro, he was one of those niggas who's like, fuck what y'all, like, what everybody is saying, like, I'm going to keep on going, and this is dope. Like, I love it, too. Right. It's like, I love making comedy. I love making people laugh. So then it's like, it turned into some really crazy shit. So I'm not doing that anymore. I promise you I'm not doing that anymore. Right. Like, I'm not, that's why I don't want to have any type of regrets. That's why I'm doing everything I'm doing right now.
I mean, I think the whole model is just to position yourself in front of the train before it becomes aware to the masses, honestly. That's what my mentor tells me. Yes. Like, the guy that makes $50,000 a month is like, all I did Forex before everybody else, and then when it started coming up, it's like, that residual income was just like building. And then, I mean, Forex is still like, it's a thing, but like, it's the early stage. So if you're on it now, in 10 years, like ridiculous.
Like, I swear, like, that app is still a beta version, no cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, yo, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like everything is shifting forward towards like the internet. It's like, unfortunate or fortunate enough for us, we actually grew up in the 90s, where it actually like just started, and then we didn't have shit. Like, I didn't have a cell phone until I was in the damn 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? I personally did not have a cell phone until 8th grade. Like, they used to play computer games, we had Xbox or whatever, but like, it was no tablet. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Not because niggas were poor, it just wasn't even there. It wasn't even like really there. It's like, you don't really even need it when it was there. It was like, when the Razor came out, like, oh, that was fine. I was like, my sister got that joint. She was in 2nd grade. Yeah, and I'm like, why do you I had no phone. This is like 6th grade. I'm like, all right, well, I didn't even need a phone regardless. I don't. Like, niggas call people on the house phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we lived through the crazy, like, the big bowling jump. Ball, like, that's wild now I think about it. It's like really crazy. It's like, crazy. We had, like, honestly, bro, we had the best TV shows. I used to play outside. We used to play outside. We used to play outside, bro. No, my little brother just got a bike for Christmas. He's like, what do I do with that? I took his bike and was going around the corner. Like, are you kidding me? It's the best thing ever. But anyway. Oh my God, we used to. That's what I'm saying. Like, now they don't go outside, but like, it's different. It's different. So like, we have to adapt and we have to adjust. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we're like those niggas who adapt and adjust, because niggas were like, oh, we don't have a cell phone. Oh shit, an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Or an iPod. Niggas had iPods, you know, MP3 players, and then like, I was like, what? My little brother has a better phone than me, so it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, and like to like kind of top it off, I'm just about to ask you a wild question. I just thought about it, like literally. So it has nothing to do with entrepreneurship. It's like just culture. This is funny. All right, so for the white people in the audience, stop. You're terrible. Nah, like, I don't care. Like, oh God, that's cool. Like, it's fine. Like, I love them all the same. Like, if you're gonna take this as like disrespect, you're obviously not my boy or my friend or a good follower. Anyway, whatever. All jokes. What is this? Nipsey. Okay, so as a black woman. As a strong black woman, how do you feel about interracial dating? Oh God, are we going here? We're going here. Hey, literally just thought about it. I was like, yo, this would be fire. Like, okay. My standpoint on it is real shit. Don't be like, I have white friends and I want to sugarcoat it. I don't give a fuck about my white friends right now. Honestly, as long as you don't have a closed mindset about like black guys, like, I don't date black girls because
y'all are stuck, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Have you ever even tried to date a black girl? Like, your mom's black, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you date everybody, like, okay, cool. But it's those that are like, oh, no, I can only date a white woman or whatever. And it'd be for some certain reason.
Niggas being loud.
I don't know. I just feel like, okay, everybody's gonna love who they love. But
Yeah.
if you're just close to the mindset of dating someone in your race for a stupid reason, I don't mess with that at all.
Word.
I really don't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I see a black dude with a white girl, he's like, oh yeah, I date the sisters too, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, cool. But if it's one like, oh no, I don't talk to y'all, I'm just like,
Yeah, that, alright, that's
but it's
where I'm
crazy
from,
because
right?
everybody on the internet will hype a black girl dating a white guy, but then when they see a black guy with a white girl, it's like, what are you doing? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was my next question. I was like, how do you feel about dating? Would you ever date a white guy?
It's my thing. Like, if it's a Channing Tatum or you got a little swag or something,
gotta
like,
have
I don't know. I'm just stuck on my culture. Like, I want a nice black king. Like, cause you know
Yeah.
the world don't love y'all. They don't. Like, honestly, like, it's terrible. And I just want to like love on someone like that.
Yeah.
And just,
That's fire.
you know,
That's
support our own. Support our own. But
Fucking, I said nigga, well, I was looking at this drink.
buy black businesses.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Wait, what's your
That's what I was
standpoint?
gonna say. My standpoint on it. I am not against dating or having relationships with white girls. I like at all. Like I'm not against it.
Okay.
At all. If I see a black girl with a white girl, like, oh, that's cool, bro. But I'm not the type of nigga to be like, oh, he's dating that white shorty, like, yeah, he got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or I'm not the type of nigga to be like, I'm never gonna date a black girl.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think it's kind of more so like you're whoever you love is who you love, honestly, to be honest. But I personally would rather date like somebody with like just because of like cultural and like it has nothing to do with any like looks or anything. It's just like literally culture and like we have more to connect about.
Right.
Like even like off jump, you know, like
Right.
off bat, like we used to talk about how we were
Right.
slaves.
wait. Remember that time?
Nah, no cap. But yeah, no, like obviously I've dated a white girl before and I've been with white girls before and like it's fine, it's cool.
Were you able to talk about certain things with them, or like were they just cool about it, or is it kind of just like I'm not going to talk to you about this struggle?
Some no cap, like some you definitely can. Some are like super down to earth, like super cultured and everything. Like
Right.
obviously the ones that like I was in like relationship with, like
Right.
but like you can definitely like tell them. But it's like the other ones I'm not even bothered,
Right.
because like I know for a fact that you don't you might have sympathy, but you don't have empathy because you couldn't boom because you couldn't feel it, and I actually experienced that while I was dating her. That's fucked up. Whatever. This is raw as shit. But I give a damn. But yeah, so like, and I was like, I don't even know what I was talking about. What was I talking about?
We're gonna zoom in on his face, right?
Yeah, I know exactly. What was I talking about? But yeah, culture. Oh yeah. So yeah. You can definitely talk to me like, but it's like I know you won't understand, and I know this because just conversations like, oh, I didn't think it was like that, or you know what I'm saying? Like I definitely thought about it. Like, yeah, damn, like this is really wild. Like, you make you put things in different perspective. But like the fact that like it's as much as you think you know, you don't. When I put in perspective, like I put into somebody's perspective one time, I was like, all right, being like a black person or a black man, black woman in today's society, trying to like talk to like in a majority white society, like we have to put up a facade at all given points in time.
How many times people come like, hello, my
exactly.
name is...
Even like if it's a masked facade, you have to literally put on a facade, and it's kind of sucks. Like it's like I put it in terms like we come in at like, so say we came in, like I just put it in an interview just as an analogy. So we come into an interview you see a black person, automatically we're lower than anybody else by 5 points, right? So now we have to one, our suit had to be on point.
Right.
So now we got one more. So now we're -4.
Right.
You know, we have to have a smile. We have to really like be energetic.
Right.
Now we're at -3. You're still not at still not at ground zero.
Right.
Don't cap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you have to talk to this nigga and sound intellectual, right? And then
you
you have to,
all the accolades,
right? And then you gotta have accolades for them to be
Right.
like, okay, now what's next? And then you gotta be able to like wow them, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll be like, all right, now you're on ground zero.
Right.
And then that's, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
now you're on ground zero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, because I'm like, I've come from a predominantly white institution, a predominantly white, you know, like hemisphere. Hemisphere is huge, but region. But like, I just know that like when I go to like an interview for a bank or something, I don't know, or even like not even an interview. Like when I go meet like one of my white friends, like even like you know what I'm saying, like I know for a fact that immediately I'm getting judged off the jump.
Yeah.
So like off the jump, I have to be like. Hey, I'm Jordan Roach. Like, yeah, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm like not one of those regular coons like you be seeing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, that's literally how you have to act. Like, even though I am.
No.
Like,
even though I am.
Everybody is the same. Like, all of us, like, we're like all the niggas. Like, that's just us. That's just us. Like, we're like, it's not like we're ignorant. We're ratchet all the time. Like, we're just us. So like, if I were to walk up to him like, yo, how you doing? Like, we're like chilling. He's gonna be like,
He's one of those.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I gotta be like, hey, how you doing? Like acting like no other black guy's gonna come to you like, hey, how you doing? And be like, okay, so yeah, like so then they try to test you, right? They'd be like, okay, so like what are you doing? Oh yeah, I'm in school for computer engineering. I just graduated, I play basketball, blah blah blah. I'm about to go to LA for this, that, they're giving me the whole resume for them to be like, oh wow.
Okay.
I kind of bangs with this nigga. He's all right.
Right.
He's all right.
He's all right.
But like I had to put it in that perspective, and they're like, and I was like, well, with a white person, they're like off jump, they're like, boom, off 0. So they can be like, hey, how you doing? 1 point. You said hi with a smile.
Right.
That's cool.
You didn't steal anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's cool. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then like now you're already higher than me because you're 1 white, 2 like. You're already hired.
Right.
And like I just brought my whole shit up. Now we're at the same level.
Right.
So what other leverage do I have? Besides my grind is crazy.
Right.
And,
Always be on point.
And besides that, I'm always trying to be on point.
Right.
This nigga is really at the same exact level as I am from the interview, and I just talked to this nigga's head off for 30 minutes.
Right.
He just walked in.
Right. That's crazy. It's crazy.
So like I put it in that perspective, and it like blew people.
No, that percentage thing is actually good. I didn't even think about that.
It like blew the shit out of niggas.
In my business school, like they taught us like, oh, you gotta dress a certain way for corporate America. Like guys would have like high tops. You would have to cut it off like to like maybe an inch. We couldn't have colored hair or anything like that. Nails gotta be certain color and all that other stuff. So they're like, oh, this is how it's gonna be in corporate America.
I mean, that's true.
So you're gonna get judged. I mean, yeah. LA, thankfully, is a little bit more relaxed.
That's why I like the West Coast.
But New York and all that stuff, you couldn't go to no corporate office. Like one of my close friends at my job has like a huge afro. They don't care or whatever. But it's just crazy. It's wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a wild thing.
I'm going to marry me a nice black king and support us to our beautiful black children. So that's just my mindset.
That's her goal.
That's my mindset.
Okay. What's like a because like I know my personal timeline of like getting married with kids is like, bro, I don't want none of that shit.
Yeah.
Until like 28 to get married, 30 to get married, and then kids are like 35.
Yeah.
But because I'm trying to get all my shit done. Like, what is a normal? What do girls think? Like
it's crazy because
they be like, yo, I need my man's like right out of the gate. All right, nigga.
It depends. It depends on the woman because I don't know. I'm on my entrepreneur mindset. I want to be kind of set. Like I'm gonna be traveling. Like I really don't have time to be like on the phone for hours at night. Like I need to be studying something.
Okay.
Like so mine, I would say. And dating in LA sucks. But that's a whole nother podcast that we probably should do. But
we can definitely do that.
I would say 28, settle down, 30, married, kids, 32. Yeah. I only want 1 or 2. I don't know.
1 or 2?
1 or 2.
That's boring. You gotta have a litter.
No, because I don't know which model.
I can't
Especially the
focus.
female model.
If
If you look at any supermodel, none of them have like 5 kids. Like all of them are on the go and only have like 2 kids. Or I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But in high school, it's like, oh, if I'm not married by 23, it's a problem. Now I'm like, I can't even see myself.
Yeah, like what the fuck? I can't even take care of myself.
I'm traveling way too much. Like,
yeah, you be on the go, my nigga. You be on the go.
I'm on like 3 different time zones right now.
God damn, yo.
I don't know. It all depends on the person. And I'm just at the point like, you make time for what you want to make time for, but what I want to make time for right now is how I can get another bag. So
exactly.
If we can talk about bags at the same time, like okay, cool, we in the same field.
We're in the same boat.
But if we on 2 different paths, like it's
Exactly. So I think that's gonna actually wrap up this first episode, yo. I'm gonna like do like a little clapping thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? That drum was actually not that bad. It was like it kind of went smooth, and it's like it went like I planned. Like I obviously had like little questions like and shit. But like just like random like general questions for everybody. But yes, that is the podcast. Guys, I really appreciate you guys. Look at this Simply Free. Look at this, guys. Look at this. The joint's crazy.
I like it.
Yo, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Yo, I'm gonna put her stuff right here. Shout out your Instagram. Shout out all your stuff.
Kennedy Britain on Instagram. Follow me. Oh, if you would like to trade as well, DM me and I can get you started on Forex because that's the new wave.
She's the one.
We're quitting our jobs all 2019.
We're not doing. I was like, I'm gonna throw this bitch. We're quitting them. I'm not quitting anything out of the job. But anyway,
we're all trying to go on your path.
But we're quitting. All right, we're quitting. We're about to live the starving life. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the Long Route. I think it was a very exciting episode to start off with. Actually, I think there's a lot of good gems in there. So, guys, I will see you guys in the next episode, number 2.
Who's your next guest?
That'll be a surprise. And deuces, guys. That's what I mean.